Hi, welcome to Programming with Mash. Prepare in advance for your interview with the best possible React Native interview questions and answers. In this part, we will review the best questions at the expert level. How does React Native achieve native performance for some of its animations? Certain animation types, like animation.timing and animation.spring, can be serialized and sent across the asynchronous bridge before they are executed. This allows the runtime to defer the actual drawing of the animation entirely to the native side instead of trying to send positional values across the bridge as each frame is rendered. This doesn't work with animations that are not computable ahead of time. For example, this will serialize the operation and send it to the native side before starting it. What is Yoga in React Native? Yoga is a cross-platform layout engine written in C which implements Flexbox through bindings to the native views, Java Android views, or Objective-C iOS UI kit. All the layout calculations of the various views, texts, and images in React Native are done through Yoga. This is basically the last step before our views get displayed on the screen. Does React Native have a virtual DOM? Yes, React Native, like the virtual DOM in React.js, renders the UI. React Native components map the actual real native iOS or Android UI components that get rendered on the app. Means React Native uses native API for the rendering of components on mobile. React Native uses a shadow thread that performs layout calculation using Yoga. In case of any change in the component state, it will calculate the changes in the background using shadow thread, then update the UI threads. What are controlled and uncontrolled components in React Native? A controlled component is one that is bound to a value, and the changes inside it will be handled in code by using event-based callbacks. It doesn't maintain its internal state. Data is controlled by the parent component. It accepts the current value as a prop, has much efficient control over the form elements and data. Uncontrolled component is similar to the traditional HTML form inputs, but here the form data is handled by the DOM itself. It maintains its internal states. Here the data is controlled by the DOM itself. ref is used for their current values. Has less control over the form elements and the data. What is the use of Firebase in React Native? Firebase is a mobile platform that helps you quickly develop high-quality apps, grow your user base, and earn more money. This is a tool and infrastructure that users need to build better apps and grow a successful business. In addition, Firebase is made up of a complementary feature that users can mix and match to fit your needs. There are total key features of Firebase, namely authentication, real-time database, cloud messaging, crash reporting, and analytics. How React Native handles different screen sizes? React Native provides many ways to handle screen sizes. Flexbox. It's used to provide a consistent layout on different screen sizes. It has three main properties: flex direction, justify content, align items. Pixel ratio. It is used to get access to the device pixel density by using the pixel ratio class. We will get a higher resolution image if we are on a high pixel density device. Dimensions. It is used to handle different screen sizes and style the page precisely. It needs to write the code only once for working on any device. Aspect ratio. It is used to set the height or vice versa. The aspect ratio is present only in React Native, not a CSS standard. Scroll view. It is a scrolling container which contains multiple components and view. The scrollable items can be scrolled both vertically and horizontally. What is InteractionManager and why is it important? InteractionManager allows long-running work to be scheduled after any interactions animations have completed. In particular, this allows JavaScript animations to run smoothly. Applications can schedule tasks to run after interactions with the following. It is important because it creates an interaction handle on animation start and clearing it upon completion in applications to register animations. What is gesture responder system in React Native? Gesture responder system is a system that manages the lifecycle of the applications which are built in React Native framework. The applications automatically determine the intention of the users through touch. For example, the application determines a slide on the widget, touches scrolling, or tapping. The gesture responder system allows the components to negotiate these touch interactions without integrating any sort of knowledge regarding their parent component and child component. React Native gesture responder system is the most powerful system as it uses a standard library to detect gestures such as scroll distance, single tap, double tap, single tap confirmed, and pinch distance. Native apps that feel smooth often incorporate lots of little animations for state change and transitions. How would you implement these behaviors? React Native comes with the Animated API built-in. This API is declarative. We define specific animations using animated.timing, animated.spring, etc., and provide the exact parameters needed for the animation to run. This technique falls apart when we need lots of subtle and delicate animations on the fly. It's not performant, and maintaining all that code would be a nightmare. Instead, we look to the layout animation module, which is an interpolative API. We can invoke predefined layout animations or define our own. Layout animation watches changes in the positions of elements between cycles of the render loop and computes the positional differences between elements at different cycles. Then it interpolates those changes and produces a smooth, natively driven animation. Are compiled to JS libraries like TypeScript or ClojureScript compatible with React Native? Why or why not? Languages that compile to JavaScript are generally compatible with React Native. React Native uses Babel to transform JavaScript into a form that is consumable by the native OS's JavaScript runtime using the React Native Babel plugin. As long as Babel can compile your JavaScript and your code doesn't rely on web or Node.js specific dependencies, it will run in React Native. Well, I hope you have a successful interview. In addition, you can use the React Native tutorial series on the channel to improve your technical skills.